Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Ghazala Ansari and my topic for today is place of mathematics and science in the curriculum with respect to meaning and nature of learning mathematics and science in the curriculum. Science and mathematics are not just subjects, they are pillars of modern education. So they shape how we understand the world, solve problems, and innovate for the future. I'll explain their meaning, nature, and importance in the school curriculum and how they help build a foundation for lifelong and sustainable development. So, introduction to the place of science and mathematics in the curriculum. Science and mathematics together form the core of human knowledge and inquiry. They are the tools that help us explore, um, explain, and shape the world around us. Whether it's technology, healthcare, the environment, or communication, both disciplines play a vital role in improving human life. In education, their place in the curriculum ensures the student develop logical reasoning, critical thinking, problem solving abilities, and creativity, the essential skills for the 21st century. The ultimate goal of teaching these subjects is not just knowledge acquisition, but to nurture curious, capable, and responsible individuals who can use their learning to bring positive change in the society. We come on to meaning of science. Let's first look at the meaning of science. The term science comes from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. Science is a systematic study of the natural and physical world through observation, experimentation, and reasoning. It, as J.S. Smith stated in 1843, science is the pursuit of knowledge of general truths of laws that govern phenomena. Science is not just a collection of facts, it is a dynamic process of inquiry. It encourages learners to question, investigate, and draw conclusions from the evidence. The National Curriculum Framework, the NCF 2005, also views science as both a body of knowledge and process, a way of thinking that promotes curiosity, logic, and experimentation. Education science trains the mind to think critically and science systematically, helping the learners to understand through reasoning rather than belief. We come So, when we talk about nature of science, understanding the nature of science means understanding how scientific knowledge is built and validated. Empirical foundation science is evidence based, it relies on observation and experiment to explain phenomena. It's dynamic and tentative. Scientific knowledge is not final, it evolves with new discoveries and data. It human endeavor, science involves human creativity, imagination, and interpretation. It is also social in form of social cultural context. Science is influenced by social, cultural, and ethical values. Hence, in education, teaching science should be go beyond memorizing facts. It should help learners understand how knowledge is created and why it changes over time. We come on to discussing objectives of teaching science. The major objectives of teaching science are developing scientific temper to encourage rational evidence-based thinking. The next one is cultivating inquiry skills as to help the learners observe, hypothesize, experiment, and draw conclusions, build conceptual understanding to strengthen the grasp of fundamental principles and laws, and to promote responsible citizenship, to develop awareness of ethical and environmental responsibilities. In short, science education should help students think, question, and respond and act responsibly in a scientific informed world. So, what's the place of science in the curriculum? Science occupies a pivotal position in the modern curriculum because it provides the foundation for intellect and technological process. Science is not limited to laboratories or textbooks, it's about developing a scientific attitude towards life. So, science comes in different stages. Primary level comes from classes 1 to 5. Science is introduced informally through environmental studies, EVS, or nature study. The goal is to spark curiosity. Children explore plants, animals, weather, air, and water through observations and simple activities like planting seeds or studying shadows. The next is the upper level, which is from grade 6 to 8. Science becomes a distinct subject. Students begin conducting experiments, and understanding relationships between observations and explanations. The next comes the third level, which is the secondary level. So that is from grade 9 to 10th. Science now becomes a core subject. Students conduct laboratory experiments, explore scientific laws, and connect theories to practices. The next comes the higher secondary level, which is grades 11 to 12. Science turns into a discipline-specific study, which is physics, chemistry, and biology, mathematics, and computer science. The focus is on specialization, experimentation, and preparing for professional fields like engineering, medicine, and research. At every stage, the complexity deepens while maintaining the core goal, fostering curiosity and reasoning. So this was all about science. Now we come on to talking about mathematics. How does mathematics acquire a position in the curriculum? So basically, we start with the very first one as to what is the meaning of mathematics. So mathematics is derived from the Greek word mathema, meaning knowledge. It is the systematic study of quantity, structure, space, and patterns. It serves three main roles. It acts as a body of knowledge. It consists of arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus, and statistics. The next one is process of thinking. It develops logical reasoning, deduction, and problem solving skills. The next one is language, and it acts as a process of thinking. It develops logical reasoning, deduction, and problem solving skills. It also acts as a language and tool. It expresses ideas clearly and universally useful in every field: science, technology, economics, and daily life. Uh, so mathematics is the language of science, the bridge that connects logic to real world application. Now we discuss about nature of mathematics. What's the nature of mathematics can be understood by different characteristics. The very first one is abstract nature. It deals with ideas and symbols, not physical objects, the ones which we cannot see. Logical and systematic, it follows precise reasoning from axioms and theorems. The next one is it is very precise and exact. Mathematical results are clear and definite. Uh, Next, we come on to it's very creative and explorative. Contrary, it involves imagination, discovering patterns or new formulas. It's universal and objective. Its truths are valid over here. Cumulative and hierarchical. Each concept builds upon previous knowledge. Whereas if we talk about applied and practical, so it's used in finance, technology, and everyday problem solving. It's also interdisciplinary in nature, it connects science, economics, and computer studies. It also inculcates moral values by cultivating accuracy, honesty, and patience. Thus, mathematics is both a science and an art, blending logic with creativity. Now we discuss about objectives of teaching mathematics. The very first objective is conceptual understanding, wherein it helps the learner to grasp ideas deeply, not just memorize the formulas. The second one is analytical thinking, which trains the student to reason logically, analyze situations critically, and draw valid evidence based on conclusions. The third one is problem solving, which is wherein the students develop the ability to identify different problems, devise effective strategies, and search for different methods of solutions. This empowers students to tackle challenges and problems systematically. Then they have application of knowledge, wherein the learners equip with essential skills to use mathematical knowledge into their daily and professional lives. Um, so mathematics, what's the place of mathematics in the curriculum? It acts as a core subject. It is compulsory across all levels and forms the foundation for science and technology. It also has an instrumental value. It is a tool for understanding physical and social phenomena, from calculating distances in physics to analyzing data in economics. Its cultural and intellectual value reflects human progress and discipline. It refines reasoning and clarity of thought. Now, practical importance. The practical importance, it is essential in everyday's life, managing finances, measuring, estimating, and planning. Then comes the developmental role. It sharpens memory and attention and logical power, wherein it also has interdisciplinary linkages. Mathematics can be linked to nearly every subject like science, geography, economics, and even art. In short, no curriculum is complete without mathematics. So, in conclusion, we can say that science and mathematics together are the heart of modern education. Science nurtures inquiry and understanding of the natural world, while mathematics provides the logical structure to interpret and apply that knowledge. Together, they foster innovation, intellectual growth, and lifelong curiosity. As future educators, it's our responsibility to ensure that both subjects are taught not just as an economic requirement, but as tools for human progress and transformation. Thank you so much.